Shimza, nice to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you for having me.
That's an absolute pleasure. All right, just talk to me about the Shimuzic title. What inspired this one?
Shimuzic title, that's actually the name that my company goes as. My company is called Shimuzic Productions, and I took that from my name, Shimza, and I was like, I'm not going to call my company Shimza Productions. I'll just name it Shimuzic Productions because it deals with music and the entertainment industry, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a name that I've been carrying around, and people know about the name, you know, and it's easily associated. Like you can associate it better with my name, you know.
Yeah, we see that, and we automatically think of you. But what I'm loving is that you feature so many artists on this. I mean, you brought 2 separate artists with you today to perform. So talk to us more about these collaborations.
For me, man, I didn't want my album to actually sound the same. You know, I didn't want people to say, that's a typical Shimza album. You know, I wanted to give people an overall sound that I like, like as a person, you know, and the type of sound that I want people to know me for, you know. So I've got different like sounds of house music on the album. I've done something with Heavy K, I've done something with Dr. Duda, I've done something with Cuba, and a boy called Tagzin from Tembisa, African roots, you know. So I've just made sure that I get the overall sound of house music and what's happening in South Africa right now, you know.
Yeah. I'm reading here that you hosted your first ever Soweto edition of your one-man show on Saturday.
Yeah, man,
How did it go?
That was quite amazing. You know when you have an event and you always think about getting the big artists on your lineup and stuff, you know. And I was like, you know what, let me gamble, you know, and let me see how far I can go by not having anyone on my lineup but myself, you know. And it was just overwhelming to see the place sold out, you know, and people just there to see me, you know. And for me, it was like, I think I did something, and it took a lot of balls to do that, you know. It took a lot of courage and it took a lot of self-belief for me to get to that level. But I feel like from now on, my brand is a bit solid now for me to do that more often, where I don't rely on other brands to push what I am, you know. So
it's a big thing to stand up there on your own and do it, because I mean, especially as a DJ, and this is in its 7th year. Hey, your one-man show.
Yes,
that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, the Tembisa one has been going for 7 years.
Okay.
The one that I have for like in December, on the 25th of December every year.
Yeah.
That does about 12,000 people every year in a stadium, you know. And
that's fantastic.
To taking the brand to a different location, you know, it was like a step forward, you know. It was part of growth for me, you know. And seeing the response that I got this past Saturday, man, I'm just overwhelmed.
It's just given you, given you a new vibe and a new way. I mean, looking back at where you started off as a DJ, I can imagine, I mean, you talk about your confidence has grown, which, I mean, I think Saturday can give you that big confidence boost. But how has it changed your music? I mean, what does it do to you as an artist?
For me, man, you know, I don't think people should change you or situations should change who you really are. Just be yourself and everything else will fall into place, you know. So I just feel like I've just been doing what I'm destined to be doing, you know, and that's why everything else is just falling into place, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, we wish you the best of luck with all of this. The album is out. Give us some details. So it's, I imagine it's all over the place, but
it should be all over the place, you know. And it would be wrong for me to tell people that it's in stores.
Yeah.
And I just feel like you need to give your fans what's really happening. You know, the album was supposed to be out on Friday.
Yeah.
We have a bit of a delay on some stuff, you know, but it will be out in stores probably in the next week or so.
In the next week or so,
yeah.
but it's definitely available for download.
Yeah, sure. And you know, for any info about that, they can just follow me on Twitter as Shimza_DJ, Instagram as Shimza_DJ, and also I've got a Facebook like page, which is DJ Shimza on Facebook. So all the questions, I'll keep them updated on when the album will be in stores.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we wish you the best of luck with all of this. Hopefully it gets out to those stores very, very quickly. But I can imagine when you look at sales, physical sales, as opposed to downloads, what do your numbers look like? I mean, are you sort of downloads all the time?
It's the world is shifting to a more digital space, you know, and I feel like that also kills us in a way as producers and artists, because once a person leaks a song or leaks an album, everyone is quicker to go and jump onto that because it's cheaper for them, you know. But you have to look at it in the more beneficial side of things, that more people will have your music, even the ones that don't afford your music, you know, and can't afford your music, you know. But we're not saying we're condoning pirating music, but it's what it is, you know, and that's why you see a lot of guys putting out free downloads of their music on the net, you know, because they understand that the more people have your music, the more popular you are, the more bookings you'll get, you know. But that's a mentality that we need to put into our majors, so that they also understand, you know. But
I know you've also spoken about airplay. That's something that you feel quite strongly about, that you find that we get Western artists are getting a lot more airplay than our local artists as well. And you spoke out quite loudly about this. Yeah,
but I mean, that thing is changing now, honestly speaking. Good. You know, it's changing. South African radios and TV stations are really playing a lot of local stuff, and it's because we're producing so much good music,
good
you know,
stuff. Exactly.
And there's no way that they can turn a blind eye on that, you know. So for me, we're getting there, and it's doing quite well.
Well, I'm so happy for you. I wish you all the best. And Shimuzic is his latest offering from DJ Shimza. He's done a great job. A great job. I don't know what's happening. Every time we're about to wrap up, it's either Valen or myself that are falling all over our words. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there, because I think you're going to, I don't know if you're playing us out again?
Yeah, and I'm going to perform another song with
Excellent.
BK, you know,
All right, Big Dog. I'm giving you a new name here.
Fresh is going to kill us.
He is going to shout at us, isn't he? All right, Shimza, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Awesome stuff. Cool. All right, let's take a break. When we return, we're going to play out with another song from Shimuzic. Stay tuned.